Hey, everybody. Welcome to the testing week here. This is an all-rank class. We're going to be working on only the testing stuff that's needed for this week. If you are not testing this time, feel free to take class, but this class is absolutely dedicated to our people that are testing this weekend. So absolutely make sure that if that applies to you, that you are taking part of this. If you are not sure if you should test, I probably think you should, so make sure you reach out to me and confirm. If I've absolutely told you, of course, it's fine, you're not testing because you're in a second degree and you're waiting, or something like that, we work something out, then that's fine. But if you don't know if you should test, contact us, myself, Ms. Grayman, Mr. Rashad, Martha, so we can help you guys with that. But with that said, let's get started into our testing theme class today. Everyone put your feet together, hands by your side, can they bow? All right, Academy attendance with me. I will demonstrate leadership, strength, commitment, knowledge, respect. Can I bow? Shouldn't be. From here, let's just get 5 jumping jacks. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now from here, we're going to do the sort of adult ones. We're actually doing a fusion one. Neck rotations. Just follow along with me. Other way. Okay. Arm circles forward. And backwards. Across the body. Up and down. Okay, now we're doing legs out as we reach over side to side. Now reaching behind you. Okay, then reaching out low toe to toe. At the time of recording this, it's only a few days past Easter weekend. If you're watching this soon after an upload day, I hope you had a good Easter weekend. If you're watching this like weeks later, then, awkward. Knees bent, head side to side, like a Spider-Man. All right. From there, you're going to have a seat, but both of your legs straight out in front of you. Again, we're working on the 4 basic things today. We were doing sparring, we were doing forms, we were doing self-defense and board breaking in that order. Talking about stuff, working on stuff, drilling stuff, making sure we're ready for those 4 things, because that is the order you will be doing them at testing. All right. Take one of your legs. Let's toss it in today. We've been doing it behind us. You guys know I like to rotate. So, body your foot into the side of your thigh right there as you reach both hands forward. This just stretches your other leg a little bit differently as you go forward. I think the other one's superior, but we like to switch things around. All right, switching legs. If you're in the impact class and you're like, whoa, buddy, you skipped half of my stretches, you can pause the video and do yours and go back. I got kids on here. They don't have the patience. And if you're kidding without the patience, find a little bit, okay? You guys know the tangents I go on. All right. Now we're going to legs out to a big wide V. 10 of those side-to-side stretches. Go for it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as you finish up, legs are even wider, going side to side, making sure you are stretched out as best as you can be. If you find this stretch boring, you are doing it wrong. That's all I gotta say as an old man. If you're older than me, I apologize for that joke. The Warrior kids have no idea how old I am. All right, bring the bottoms of your feet together for the butterfly stretch. We shall begin. Everyone hop up. Let's get 5 more jumping jacks. Check it all out. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Okay guys, so from here, we're going to be starting straight into some sparring skills. I want to go over the white and yellow belt sparring skills. That's 3 of them. We're doing 1 and 2 for Warrior Kids, and then 3 for Fusion Impact students. And then we're going to work on 2 freestyle rounds from there. I'm going to grab my bag. Okay, that's where I'm going to be roughly. So, on the bag, the first sparring skill is side kick, spin, side kick. I'd like everyone, even if you're an orange belt above, to join me on this because it's a great sparring combo to use at any time because nobody expects you to do 3 side kicks in a row. Now, you're not doing it true 3 side kicks in a row because if you do 3 just normal side kicks in a row, it gets repetitive and I know to block. But when you do a side kick, they usually expect you to go in with some handstands after that. So when you do a double side kick, they're like, oh, okay, you tricked me up there. And if they finally get used to blocking those side kicks, what have you done? You've done a spin side kick to throw them off their balance. So everybody join me to take this leading leg in. Side kick, spin around, side kick. And switch legs as needed. Go ahead and take about a minute of this. Go for it. Side kick, spin, side kick. Sorry if the audio is weird with the bag hitting around. I just love hitting stuff. If you have a bag, shit the air, or a target on a person. Obviously, if there's 2 of you that can spar, we'll work with a person on this, back and forth. I just know a lot of us are not fortunate enough to have that. Remember, if you want to spar a person, I know a martial arts school you can be at. Wink. All right, about 15 more seconds. Keep it up. All right, let's change it up. This one's even more simple in my opinion. The thing you have to remember is that you're doing it all on one side. Low block, chop, and then take that leading leg side. So we're going all on one side. Block, chop, leading leg, side kick. On your own, go for it. Make sure when you switch sides, you fully switch to the other side. Block, chop, side kick. Okay. From there, this next one is Fusion Impact only. If you are a Warrior Kid, have fun with this one. Don't remember it. Okay, you don't need to. Don't play your brain with using stuff. Everybody else though, especially my orange belts and above, they're kind of like, come on, dude, I did that as a white and yellow belt. This stuff is a little bit more exciting, and I guarantee you're not doing this every single time in your sparring rounds as like a black belt maybe. So have some fun with this one. White and yellow belts, especially Fusion Impact class, we're leading this leg up. Front kick, pull that knee back, side kick, and then we spin around, taking this other leg around, crescent kick. Front kick, side kick, spin, crescent kick. Again, I'm going front kick, pull that knee in the air, side kick. I have not set it down yet. Now as I put my feet together, I continue to move around and do the other leg with a crescent kick. The key is you go 1, 2, other leg gets a turn. Front kick, side kick, spin, crescent kick. Go for it if you haven't been already. You might have noticed I threw my arm, that helps you get around a lot easier. Front kick, side kick, spin, crescent kick. Keep it up. Front kick, side kick, spin, crescent kick. Nowhere to watch. All right, that should be good. Okay, that was for white and yellow belts. It was really for everybody. But now we all get to feel included because now we're doing white and yellow belts. I'm excited for you guys. orange belts and above, the normal course for you guys. Have some fun, take a minute, work on all the combos you can. If you're sparring somebody, just spar. Spar in a bag, work yourself around the bag and work on good contact that's not hurting somebody, but is like, because remember, you're gonna be sparring people this time of testing, people. If you got nobody, you're by yourself, you're facing the screen, it's me, you can aim for me, you can work around your room, but work on staying with a target in mind. What I hate to see is when you're going like all the way around, like that. You're not sparring 10 ninjas, all right? You're sparring one person, so keep that in mind. Keep your eye on somebody. If you want to turn, that's fine, but imagine they're moving around the room with you, okay? All right, sparring. Keep looking at my non-existent watch. Sparring round one, begin. Go for it. We're moving around. We're kicking and punching. You can aim at me. I don't think I'm the best target in the world, depending on when you're sparring. If you got like a projector screen, maybe. Somebody put me on a projector screen. It'll be life-size Mr. Adams. Well, you're going to have like a 10-foot screen. All right, keep moving and grooving, kicking and punching, matching around. If you're hitting the bag, hit it a little bit, obviously. Sparring in person, no hard contact. Unless it's your younger brother, then of course beat him up. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. Keep kicking, keep punching. As we're moving around, we are just sparring now. Keep it going, keep it going. All right, and time. So, we have done, if you want to think about it this way, 4 rounds of sparring. 3 of them I made you do a certain thing, and 1 of them I set you free. If you are a pro and above, now it's time when you pick up your weapon and go grab your weapon. Let me go grab one real quick. Everybody else, though, we're going to be normal sparring. Give me 3 seconds. Okay, it was 5 seconds. Get over yourself. Jeez. So, if you have a weapon, you're using one of these. I don't know if you can see it that well with the blue background. Purple belts, all the way up to my senior red belts, are using this bad boy. This is a bow staff. Make sure with the bow staff that you're blocking properly. That's all you gotta do, is go in those directions. It's so dang big that it blocks everything that comes at you. And make sure that this is the biggest thing that I know I look for, and a lot of other martial arts judges are gonna be looking for, is are you just using one side? Or are you using both sides and all of these different angles, okay? Are you kind of swinging around, or are you just treating it like a lightsaber and forgetting about this back half? Make sure you, all right, don't be afraid to poke at people. Use the whole thing. I love the bow staff. Next up is the combat stick. You might have 1 or 2 of these. If you have 1, make sure that you're blocking and you're striking. Make sure that you are able to move around with it. There's no kicks, no punches. When you have 1 stick, unfortunately, you just gotta run around. You gotta move around. You gotta be light on your feet. You should be worn out by the end of this. When you gain 2 of them, you can dedicate 1 to blocking and 1 to striking. Like I'm blocking with this one, and then eventually I'll come striking in. Not so possible with just 1 of them, okay? And again, if you have no weapons, you're just doing another normal round of sparring. Face your partner, face me, face your back. Can they bow? Sparring stance, high up. Last round today, with a weapon if you have it, without a weapon if you don't have a weapon. Go for it. Striking, moving around. If you have 2 people that are weapon sparring right now, awesome. Take advantage of that. Because it will be sparring a person testing. The last year, it feels like, we've had to spar a bag with these weapons, and it's been boring. It just makes no sense. So move around with a person. Definitely try to get into a class, that last week of testing if you can, to spar somebody with a weapon if that applies to you. Again, I'm talking weapons like crazy because there's people that use weapons. If you're an orange or blue belt, you're like, dude, get over yourself. I don't have a weapon yet. I know. The first 4 rounds were dedicated to you. Keep going though. Right now, you are not listening, talking to me. You are sparring, you are moving around, you are kicking, you are punching, you are blocking, you are striking with this thing. 10 more seconds of this. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Let me go put my weapons away just like you are. We'll move on to forms. I hope you guys didn't hear that. Mr. Jaley, if you're watching, I'll clean it up. All right. Some forms practice. I won't do my spiel. I won't do it this time. You guys are just gonna follow with me. We're gonna go through all 3 sections, and then we're going to focus on just section 1 and 2. We're going to do the form 2 times with me. What I'd like for you to do is after you've gotten your warm-up with me, is to pause the video, do your form 3 times, if that's fair. Do your form 3 times, resume the video, and keep going. Again, that's after you do it with me. I will tell you when to pause it, okay? I'm just giving you a heads up what's going to come, okay? All right, here we go. Following me, all right? I'm leading you guys into victory. Here we go. Chew me. Your hands are on top of each other. All right, we're going hug, low block, hug, chop. Take this leg for either a side kick or a twist kick, land punch. We're going hug, low block, hug, chop, side kick or twist kick, land punch. Who does twist kicks? Only black belts. Preparing behind my ear in our knife hand. I didn't step. Now I step, the opposite hand in the right hand, reach and grab, knee strike, hi-ya! Now section 2 happens. Remember, you're following me, so as I come back and I make eye contact with you guys at the camera, you're going to have your back to me, so you're going to have to use your ears a lot, or kind of have your neck looking around. Going away from the screen, low block, palm strike, back leg does a front kick for everybody. That is not it's for everybody except purple belts and above, or I'm sorry, brown belts and above. Low block, so everybody does a front kick. If you are a brown belt or red belt, you're getting an axe kick. And if you're a black belt, you're getting a front kick, axe kick. All right, and everybody low block, palm strike, front kick, axe kick, or both, do your kick. Punch. Watch my legs. As I switch punch, I don't jump up in the air like Mario, I just switch. Reach and grab, hi-ya. All right, section 3 time. Now you guys are following me again. You only have section 3 if you are an impact student. That is a brown belt above? No, blue belt and above. Yeah, blue belt and above. And if you are a warrior student, if you are a brown belt and above, that's what it is. Warrior student, a brown belt and above, you have 3 sections. And then I'm sorry, fusion impact, that counts for you guys for blue belts. All right, no more talking. After that punch, switch punch, knee strike, we are here. We're going to hug, step out, low block. Everybody has a double round kick except black belts. Black belts, you're going triple round kick. Again, triple round kick, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So everybody get your round kicks. From here, if you are a blue belt or purple belt, you're just going to go reverse elbow. If you're a brown belt or red belt, you're going a spin crescent kick. If you are a black belt, you are going jump spin crescent kick. Everybody reverse elbow just like the blue belts. Now, this part's tricky. I made this to a lot of people. This arm is behind me. I am going to take my front leg, swing back so that this arm is in front of me now as I hug low block. And now we repeat. We're getting those double round kicks or triple round kicks depending on who you are, and then you're getting a no spin crest kick, or you're getting a spin crest kick, or you're getting a jump spin crest kick. Okay, again, this is why we want to watch those videos on Facebook. All right, go for it. Do your moves. Reverse elbow strike. Everybody's with me. If you are everybody except the black belt, black belts don't do this. Everybody else, top round kick, dual knife hand. Black belts, you're going to drop to the ground. Put this leg in front of you. Drop to the ground. Round kick, hop up, dual knife hand. Back to your feet. And again, you guys were following me. Okay, guys, great job with that. Now let's do that again with section 1 and 2 only. We're not bothered with section 3. As you guys saw, not fun. After that, we're going to do our pause the video thing where you guys will do your form, okay? But stay with me for one more time. 2B, hug, block, low block, hug, chop, side kick or twist kick, your kick, land punch. Hug, low block, hug, chop, side kick or twist kick, land punch. Prepare in our knife hand, step in our knife hand, reach and grab, hi-ya! Section 2, going away from me. Low block, palm strike, back leg does a front kick, axe kick, or front kick, axe kick. Do yours. Low block, palm strike, front kick, axe kick, or both, land punch. Jump, switch punch. Reach and grab for our last move, section 2. Hi-ya. All right, and pause. Okay, so now you've done your form. You have paused the video, you've done your form 3 whole times, now you're with me. If you did not do your form 3 times, go pause the video and then do it. And now we continue. Now let's talk about self-defense. We'll go without a bag today. The self-defense is designed as a great offense. Offense versus defense, attacking versus defending. This self-defense is not somebody reaches out and grabs you and then you do something crazy with their arm and you push them off you. Or you fall back and you defend yourself. This is strictly somebody's hurt you or said something bad to you or are aiming to hurt you and you have gotten your opening. So maybe they've shoved you, and they're right here, you have an opening. Or maybe they've punched you 2 times, and after you got hit, you're back up again. This is the response. Now, you need to talk with your parents, or if you are a parent, you need to decide for yourself, obviously, when you start the fight, all right? I don't want to say that when somebody just says, hey, your hair sucks, you should go fight them. That's up for your parents to say. I think they would agree that's not a very good reason to start punching somebody. Now, somebody shoves you into a locker, I don't think you need to say, hey, don't do that, all right? You probably already told them not to do that and they shove you in a locker. Maybe you can start swinging. That's up for your parents to decide. I'm not your parent, okay? I know my kids are going to hear something different than what you're going to hear, okay? Talk to your parents about this. With that said, though, we have all agreed that starting now, a punch needs to be thrown. We are right here. We've got our hands up. We're saying, hey, back off, all right? They didn't. They're coming at us. You have your opening. Closing these hands. Jab. Jab. Elbow strike. I apologize for talking before, but I want to make it clear why we're doing this. We're not just going around as machines, jab, jab, elbow. There is a reason to this. Switching sides. Jab. Jab. There's 2 front arm punches. Back arm does an elbow strike. Working that by yourself. I want you guys to aim for me. I want you guys to work on targets. Hit for the face, jaw. All right? You can aim stomach, ribs. That's okay. All right? Go for it. Jab, jab, elbow. Switching sides. Jab, jab, elbow. Very good. Keep it up. Jab, jab, elbow. Switching sides. Jab, jab, elbow. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right. All right. One more time on each side. Jab, jab, elbow. Last time on the last side. Jab, jab, elbow. Let's do one more for fun. If you are a black belt, you have to show this one. Now, black belts that are training in both schools, apparently there's been a talk of different self-defenses. We're going to go through what I've been teaching, and I think that's correct, and that's what I will judge you on testing. If there's something different, and it's been what Mr. Jaley or somebody is showing to you, we will cross that bridge when we get there. What I'm showing you today, though, is back fist. Punch, block across your face, same arm as a back fist. Join me. Back fist, punch, block across your face, back fist. If I'm switching sides here for a different angle, back fist, punch, block across your face, back fist. Let's talk about targets on the head. Oops, my head went on a string. You're going back fist to the side of the head, punching straight at the head. I came in with a punch, you blocked that punch, and as you brought that arm across, you slammed that hand right back to their face. You hit their head 3 times. Nobody's really standing after 3 hits to the head. All right, maybe some UFC guy. I think if you guys hit me full force 3 times in the head and I didn't block a single one of those, I deserve to be thrown to the ground, and I probably will be on the ground. Awesome, guys. With self-defense, guys, that's just a repetition one. We're going to ask you to do it a few times, then we're going to send you guys on your merry way back to board breaking, which is our next subject. All right. Board breaking is a hard thing to work on at home. So I highly recommend that you have somebody hold a board for you that you maybe bought at a super sale, or you could go maybe have your dad cut up your mom or dad cut up some wood for you, like Home Depot. There's not a lot of good options when it comes to board breaking at home. But I do want to show you guys some things about the board that is important, because if you're a color belt, you are breaking this colored board, these plastic boards at testing. And it's all about not really how hard you were hitting it, but really your technique of it. And that's something we've said a lot here, is your technique. And I want you guys, as I'm talking, to work on maybe some of these moves, work on like a back arm elbow strike or a back leg front kick. As I'm talking, go ahead and just start freestyling some moves in the air, hitting the bag maybe. Please listen to me, because this is important. On the reverse of this board, let's get close here. On the board here, there are these things called these pegs, if you guys can see that. That's what keeps the board together. So when I pull it apart, there's these pegs. All right, you guys see that? When these get put together, it just squeezes in. You guys have all seen this, okay? But what happens is when you guys hit it, again, this is the back of the board, these flex out. I don't know if you guys can see that. They flex out. And with enough push through it, it breaks. Yes, I can hit hard, and it'll eventually break. But that's not as good as when somebody's holding it up for me and I just work on going through it, all right? If the board is right here, all right, nice and thin, and I'm just hitting it, it eventually broke. However, if I went in with the effort of going straight through it, and again, this is hard to hold for one person, but if my effort is to go through it, it's a lot easier to break it. Again, it's kind of hard to do with just one person holding it. But I don't want to think about I'm hitting a board. We should relabel board breaking to going through a board, all right? That's what's important is that we're smashing through these things. We're not going through it. One of the best advice you could ever give is if you're messing up on board breaking, you're not breaking the board, close your eyes and picture that board smashing in half. What would that look like? You've seen a board break. What does it look like when it breaks? Now, put your foot through the board and make that dream a reality, okay? I know it sounds like some goofy stuff, but guys, it really is what it takes sometimes. Half of board breaking is a mental barrier because you're saying, it's gonna hurt, all right? Well, yeah, it's gonna hurt because guess what happens? I slapped the board 10 times. Ow, 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 yes, that hurts. Whereas if I just dedicate myself to going straight through the board, my hand, while it does hurt from those slaps earlier, it does not hurt from what I just did right there. And granted, I know I have bare hands, so you don't care what I have to say. Guys, I think we are finished. If you'd like one more challenge, I do have that for you guys, but I want you to know that I want you to be ready for testing. If you are on the edge of whether or not, I probably want you to test, make sure you reach out and talk to me. Otherwise, I will see you testing, and I'm super excited to see you guys for testing in person this time. It's going to be a lot of fun if we get back into some normal type of ways of doing it. If you'd like your challenge is set up a timer for 1 minute, 60 seconds, and see how many short tracks you can get. We've been doing this gun show challenge, all cycle. Let's see the fruit of what we've done, all right? What we've been working towards. See how many you can get. If you get above 60 is a good number. 60 to 90 is what I'm seeing is a pretty good average. If you get above 90, you were exceptional, fantastic, great job. If you're only getting like 30, you probably weren't working as hard as we wanted you to this cycle. We'll try again next cycle. Not disappointed, I'm just saying that probably wasn't what we wanted to see. Again, 60 to 90 is a great, and I'm not talking at like okay, I'm talking great area to be at. Above 90 is exceptional. Shoulder tags in 1 minute. With that said though, everybody put your feet together, hands by your side, face me. Kede bow. I'm letting you guys out of here. Have a great rest of your day, and let's do an awesome job at testing. See you guys.